Mutations are now in the game, some broken and some bad, but only 40 brawlers got them. What about the other half of the brawlers? They can't just stay unmutated. That's why I created these 40 more mutations for the 40 more brawlers that don't already have them. Starting with 8-bit. 8-bit super gets destroyed way too often, so how about he could carry his super with him all the time? 8-bit would basically become a walking 8-bit super, and if he plays down his regular super, the damage would stack up. Moving on to Amber. Hers is simple, she just gets infinite ammo like Pam and Max. But does it sometimes enrage you that you can't hit your enemies with Barry's attack? Well, his mutation would double the size of his attacks, so it's easier to hit them. Well, BB's mutation is similar to Rico's, and that annoying dog roughs, I hate. Her bubble now bounces for 15 seconds, but don't worry, it won't be that broken. But Bull's mutation would be at least a little broken. Not only would his super be longer, but he could also walk while using it. So there's not a chance that you won't hit your target while using it. Buster's mutation would be very unique. In the circle that Buster has around him, shots from enemy brawlers would slow down by 50%, so he and his teammates can dodge better. Byron's mutation would be something that people have been asking for a really long time. He could charge his super by healing his teammates. Charlie's mutation would be similar to Eve's. She would spawn 3 spiders every time she gets hit. Normally Chester starts at 1 projectile, but with his mutation, he would start at 3 and at 5. And if you didn't realize, his 4th projectile attack is a star power, so now it would shoot 6 instead of 4. While Chuck is ultra annoying and broken in Heist, he would be even more broken because his mutation would allow him to ride 3 times faster than normal. Colette is another brawler that is OP in Haste. With her mutation, she could use her super through walls, and she would also have increased supercharge rate. Cordelius has been broken for a while, so let's make him even more OP by his mutation, that silences the brawlers that get to his shadow round. Daryl would travel even longer distance with his super than when he was first released. The speed of his super would also increase. Doug's mutation would do exactly the same thing as Byron's. He would charge his super by healing his teammates. Now let's actually get into a brawler that is not even in the game yet. I'm talking about Draco. When he is on his dragon, he would set everything on fire, like Amber. Dynamite's hypercharge would work perfectly as his mutation, but I have decided that he would throw 4 dynamites at once instead of 2. The everyone's favorite brawler, Edgar, would stun enemies upon landing at them, and he would also shield 50% of every attack damage coming at him. Ems is easy, her super would just get 2 times bigger. Fang's close range attack range would increase a bit, and he would also stun every single brawler he hits with his super. I really like what I made for Jean. His attack splits into 6 more regular attacks that each split into the small attacks. So 36 small attacks in total and a longer range. This was the third half of the brawlers. Let's get to the second one. Griff would have infinite ammo, same as Max and Pam. Gus would get a 2000 HP shield every time he lands a shot. This would keep him safe from assassins like Edgar, unless he's mutated. Jackie would be overall faster, and her main attack would be the double size that it is now. Jessie would be like Penny and Nita. She would just spawn 2 supers. If you can't kill Kit with 2 ammos, then you're probably done for, because he would steal 1 attack from you every time he jumps at you. if he jumps at his teammates, they would get a speed boost. Larry and Lori, the brawler that used to be OP and is bad now. His mutation would be like ticks. He would spawn 3 Loris instead of 1. This is what I call a Robo-Rumble. Lily, the new brawler, would not have to struggle with getting her super anymore, because she would have unlimited amount of them, like Stu. Lou has to unload 3 shots to freeze someone, but it now takes only 1 shot to freeze someone, so that's 3 ice creams to freeze someone, in total. Maisie is nothing unique. She would just fire 3 shots instead of 1 at once, like Bonnie or Angelo. Now when Miko jumps with his super, the circle around him gets invisible, so we never know when and where he's gonna land. To make him even stronger, he would create a slowing area at the place of his landing, like Squeak's residue gadget. Now these are the last 10 mutations, so I hope you enjoy them. Mortis, the creature of the night himself, would have his long dash always charged, and he would heal 500 HP every time he hits a target. Mr. P's portals are annoying, right? Well, his mutation would spawn 3 of them instead of 1. Nanny would have her life a little easier with this mutation, because her super now autopilots itself, so Nanny can normally wall while using her super that would also charge faster. I couldn't think of anything better than 8-second silence for Otis. So sorry Otis mains. Pearl's mutation was easy to think of. Her heat bar would just be always charged, so she would deal her maximum damage all the time. On the other hand, Artie's mutation got me thinking for a while, but finally I came up with that marked enemies would get the damage of 2 marks, like there were 2 marks on them. Does it sometimes enrage you when you throw your Sam's Knucklebuster somewhere where you really don't want it? Well, don't worry, because he would have 5 of them, so don't worry if you lose one. The real problem comes when you lose all 5 of them. Sandy and his teammates would be invisible for 5 more seconds after exiting his super. Be aware of the Edgar. Tara's mutation would be like Crow's, but better. Her cards would travel further and faster, and they would also come back to her. And the last but not least, Willow's mutation would allow her to fire as many shots as she wants, while controlling another brawler. She would also be able to use the brawler's super while controlling him. So, these were all the mutations that I made for the 40 more brawlers that didn't already have them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope as many people see this video, because I spent so much time on this. Like and subscribe, and bye!